another recording of this jovial hour-ish. And Jez is back, looking smart.
Woohoo!
He's actually made an effort for it. Which Matt, are we going to turn up in suits next week?
Never.
Yeah,
Never.
make an effort. Make an effort. No fireworks went off with my double thumbs up this week.
Oh, no,
That was
no.
disappointing.
Someone's turned that feature off, obviously.
Yeah, I'll have
Wasn't
to have a
me.
look at that.
Wasn't me. But yeah, here we are. So week 4. So we got a lot to try and get through. We're going to try and see if we can salvage what we did with the season preview. So we're going to do a little bit of redaction pre-season stick or twist. But we're going to kick off with week 3 and just having a look at the games that we picked out last week. And we'll start with Monday Night Football. Redaction, only place to talk about Monday Night Football, right?
Yeah,
So,
the big game.
The big game. This week, that's sponsored by the Gridiron Authentic Kick Formula trademark. So, which I had no idea was in the rule book until I read through it again today. No, this week, trying to work out how to get the best out of my large level kicker. So yeah, so Matt thought I was going to get absolutely tanked. Well, I thought I was as well. So we'll start there.
Marine Matt.
I got the points right, didn't I? Did you only score 3?
I did only score 3. Yeah.
You did only score 3.
Did only score 3, which also matched the amount of first downs I managed to get.
Oh dear.
And I did manage to crack 100 total yards this time around.
Amazing.
Yeah. Quality. I mean, these Monday night football games, they just get better and better each time we look at them. I mean, I'm reasonably pleased because actually, although the Blues got a lot of yards, it didn't actually. They got one breakaway run on me, but the rest of it is field goals and safety. So.
Oh yeah, you really held Hines to only 8 yards per carry. That's good going.
I know, and I look at that and I'm like, how did he only manage to score once? That's mad. And that was that 49-yard breakaway he had. So if I was actually watching these games, like Alex has said, he actually puts himself through the pain of watching these on the play by play. What could I say? I could probably tell you what happened, but I don't watch it, so so I can't tell you. But yeah, it's
like putting himself through purgatory.
It is, isn't it? It is.
I think it's fair to say that the Blues would have stuck another 2 or 3 touchdowns on that if they hadn't had 5 turnovers.
Yeah. Yeah.
At least.
But there we go. That was Monday Night Football, everyone.
That was it all over.
Hope all the viewers enjoyed that.
As much as Matt did.
Yes.
You did. Oh, look, there's field goals and extra points. Right. Okay. So yeah.
Did you enjoy your 0 conversions from your 13 third downs?
It was the highlight for me. No, after the intensive research I did on kicking this week, I was just glad to score one from 50 yards. So that was the crowning glory for me.
It was the only kick you had, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. But it was from the 50.
100%.
Yeah, I reckon that's definitely Pro Bowl form for my level 21 kicker. If anybody wants to vote for a Spitfire in the Pro Bowl this season.
Let's get him in. Let's get him in.
Right. So
hold on a minute. We're going to mention the word Pro Bowl. Has it even been run this year yet?
Oh yeah, season? It's been run. We just
Has it
just
been
don't know where
published?
it's gone. I think they're still soaking the film, developing it, ready for the playback.
It disappeared into the ether. Someone mentioned it on sound bites, I think 2 weeks ago, and there was just no response from that.
Yeah,
Not even
no,
from any of the other coaches. That's the level of the appetite for the Pro Bowl. No one
it is.
cares.
It is. I don't know whether it's just the way it's gone the past few seasons, but I just genuinely think that most people are just like, why even run it now? Because
Well, I won it last year without putting a game plan in. So,
did you? Oh, I've forgotten about that.
was it last? Oh,
Yeah.
no, it wasn't. Yeah, it was last year because
It,
this year's hasn't been run yet, or it hasn't
yeah,
been published.
it
So
didn't.
previous year,
It
yeah, I
didn't.
missed it. I didn't intentionally do it. I genuinely missed it.
Am I right? I think I might be right in saying as well that somebody else who was that Pro Bowl coach this season in the Atlantic then sent a message going, when do I have to set the game plan for the Pro Bowl? And it's like it's been run.
No,
You
dude.
know, it's done. It's done. So
Yeah.
it'll be interesting to see whether a no game plan team manages to win again.
If
Anyway,
we ever see who won, if
yeah,
anyone cares.
yeah. Does anyone care? If you care, then put a comment in there, and then we can see if we can get the Riches to see if they can find it under the sofa, or tucked down there with £3.50 in change or something like that.
Well, I
So yeah,
think the fact that we're going into week 4 and they still haven't published last season's Pro Bowl tells you exactly what they think of it.
it's weird as well because like when I first started this game and you go down to Bristol, it was one of the things that happened at the end of the draft where each league would see the Pro Bowl in the room. So it's quite a big thing, and GFL down the front, and it's up on the big screen, and they were loving it. All of that history behind it, and it always been really close. And I think since the gap year, it hasn't happened. So again, I don't know whether it's just lost
That'd be
its.
good. I could see the value in that for the people that go to the draft.
Yeah, but no, I don't
Yeah.
know.
I don't know. I don't think
I
I'd
don't.
fancy what 6 Pro Bowls, to be honest, one after another.
No, see, they all run in. So whenever the league finishes, they normally just start the Pro Bowl up and they sit and watch it. So they were all running concurrently, but because traditionally the GFL were always the slowest and finished last, that was the last one up on the screen running before closing the show. But yeah, we'll have to see. Maybe it'll come back. Who knows?
Right.
Right.
Let's see how rubbish your predictions were from last week then.
Yep. So Avalanche Tigers. We thought this would be a close game. Tigers with their 10-star offense didn't quite go to plan for them.
They scored as many points as you did, Greg.
They did. Did they get it from the 50-yard line though?
Oh, look at that. Blocked, missed, scored from the 20-yard line.
Yeah. So he tried from the 53 and the 54 and missed, but 20 was okay. Yeah.
Look at
That's
that. Seven attempts at field goals and only one of them scored in that game.
that is crazy.
See that very often.
Yeah, I don't know what those
Got like
levels are.
level 3 kickers.
Yeah, they're all past the 40, so I guess we're getting into, I don't know what the levels are, but might be getting into, I don't know, 20, 30, 20% mark maybe, if they're level 9-ish. I don't know. But yeah, anyway. Yeah, 106. The symmetry on that Avalanche offense as well. Amazing. 160, 160. Yeah, I don't know. Any thoughts on this one?
Well, Tigers' 10-star offense aside, you've got to give credit to their defense for holding Avalanche to 160 and 160. That's pretty decent because that Avalanche offense is potent.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Like,
And they weren't riddled with turnovers or anything. It was one each on turnovers, so shut them out in the second half as well.
Yeah.
You can do that, Matt.
Well, I'm just looking at what they ran. I just ran a 3-4, 60 downs, nothing, 2 gap, 1 gap, zone, containment. Didn't do anything special.
Yeah.
Maybe there's some good levels, or maybe it's just a bad day at the office for the Avalanche. But still managed to win by 18, so it's not that bad.
Yeah. It's crazy.
They must have they must have a decent defense though, because there's not going to be too many teams that shut Avalanche out for half a game.
I don't know. Well, drive charts, punt, touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Field goal, miss, field goal, miss, field goal, miss.
Fourth quarter, they might have put their game over offense on, so that might explain the fourth quarter. But it's still, and they missed 3 field goals in the third.
I think the game over.
One in the
The
second,
game over won't.
2 in the third.
Game over won't come on with it only being 18, would it?
But it depends what he set it at.
I don't think you can set it less than 21, can you?
Yeah, you can.
Can you? Oh, I've never done that.
You can set it.
I'll have a look at that.
You can set it as low as you like, I think.
Can you?
You probably, well, yeah, but you wouldn't want to set your game over offense to come on if you're winning by 2 points, would you?
Yeah, because I think it doesn't switch back unless you then go back like 14 points down or something, isn't it? Something like that.
Oh, I don't know about that.
So, but yeah, I mean, the Tigers never. I mean, they got some couple of decent drives going, but they're starting where they were starting. Each drive was, good, 20, 30 yards sort of ish on some of them. So field distance.
That last drive reeks of playing against a game over defense. 92-yard drive.
Yeah, let's have a quick look on 5 minutes. I don't know. Maybe he's bringing that on. Might have done.
I like his names. Frostbite defense, Deep Freeze defense.
Yeah. I need to update his helmet. He's changed the helmet again for the Avalanche. Nice. Right. Okay. So statement win for the Avalanche there. Tigers looking properly tamed. We'll have a little look to see where that is. Predictions wise, I think we were way off, really. So no points there. Okay, so Anacondas.
Rubbish.
So having a look on Anacondas and the Kings. We both went with the road win, and the Anacondas did not disappoint.
You were right.
34-26. Another big score in the first 2 quarters, same as the Avalanche, and then not much in the second half again. So yeah, they got off to a good start. Kings looking like another season struggling. Maybe get to 5-5 if they're lucky. What do you reckon?
If they're lucky, aye. I'm gonna say it's interesting that the Anacondas. What's that? Is that 3-0 now for them?
Yep, they are.
Mm.
So they're 3-0. Avalanche are 3-0. I think
Mm.
you're 2-1, aren't you? And then
I'm 2-1. Mm.
yeah, so it's looking tight.
Third in your division, Matt. You can get
Oh,
all
well,
these
you know,
level 20 defensive tackles as much as you like, but you know, third in your
if I can't
division.
get my kicker to run on the pitch, I know.
Sorry, I can just hear Johnny having a right old chuckle at that.
I know. Oh dear.
Yeah, I think he's
Really,
asked
they
me that.
probably missed it, but it's the fact he didn't even walk onto the pitch that still annoys me. Anyway, no, I
Yeah,
think the Anaconda's wrong. I think the Kings are. No, I think Clay needs to do something different. What? I don't know. What he's doing isn't working at the moment.
It was a good game though. That it was pretty even across the board in terms of possession and yardage. Kings, outscored them on the yardage. It was 16 all on first downs. It's red zone, wasn't it? Red zone. Condors were clinical in the first half, and that was the difference.
Mm.
See, if Kings could have converted one or two of those field goals into touchdowns, it would have been a different result, but they didn't. Red zone decided the game.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, you look at that. I mean, that's savage, really, isn't it? That third drive. I mean, what's that? A fumble on a? Is that a fumble or a kick return? Yeah, that must have been field goal, kick return. So Clay's fumbled it on the on the goal line, and then it's like someone's just fallen in for the first TD.
Yeah.
And in that 36-yarder and a 27-yarder, when that's the distance you've got to go, you've got a good chance, haven't you, of not blowing it.
A
And then they've
touchdown
just
on a 0-yard drive.
yeah, and it took a whole 20 seconds. So yeah, and then one decent drive, which is the when he's obviously taking a touchback maybe, and then that's a good solid drive. But those three drives there for touchdowns for what's that, 63 yards total for three of those TDs. It's just done, isn't it? You're not coming back from that, are you?
No.
No, those are painful ones to watch when you just see those
Yeah.
happening. All right. Anything else on this one?
Yeah,
Strange.
let's move on. Let's
Yeah.
move on.
I was just going to say, strange seeing an OB getting a MVP.
Mm.
Don't see that often. So, 11 tackles, 1 forced fumble. Nice. Right. Okay. So, let me just check. So, score-wise, what was that? 34-26. We got any winners there? Oh, 35-14. Well, that's definitely me
I got
there,
the
isn't
back.
it? That's within threshold, isn't it?
Close.
All right. Okay, and the final one we got that we had a little look at was our race to the bottom fixture. So this was Snow Bears against the Nighthawks. So this is our punt score. Luckily, we didn't have Jez playing this week because he was really good at that. So
The punt king.
the punt king, yeah. So that one ended up being 20 to the Snow Bears, 9 to the Nighthawks. Nighthawks put some decent yardage up as well.
Yeah,
So
it's still a long way away.
yeah,
And just does Chris actually want to win still?
Something with the Snow Bear's helmet. A black helmet isn't very Snow Beary, is it?
No, he did have a bear design on it to start with, and obviously
Work in
changed his mind.
progress, maybe. Work in
Yeah.
progress.
Yep. I was just seeing if he played a few players out of position, but no, it's all looking good. So, you know, he's not going out of his way to bring them down. So,
He's
How many
playing.
punts was it? More importantly,
it's what, sorry, Matt, was that?
how many punts was there?
Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, I was looking at the detail, trying to pick this one apart and like really do some deep analysis. And all we
Oh,
want to
was
know
it?
is punts, really, don't we? Yeah.
Yeah, as we see, we
Loose
didn't care
punts.
where anything else is. How many punts
What have we
was it?
got? So punts wise, it was 4 to the Snow Bears and 7 to the Nighthawks.
Yeah.
Oh,
What's a 7?
Oh,
so close.
Look at that.
So close.
No
Oh,
cigar.
damn it. God damn it, Leroy. Right. Okay. So yeah, Snow Bears pick up a win. Um, what's that do for FWI? Not that I'm paying that much attention to it.
This is your favourite part of the game at the moment, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. So what's that do? Oh, that doesn't help. So that's a oneer. Oh, look, Mariners on 2 points at the moment. Looking for that big bonus.
Shut up,
Mariners
Greg.
on
Move on. No
5.
one cares about FWI at this point in the
Oh,
season.
I tell you what, there's some people watching this avidly. I mean, this is going to be a week for this because of it being interconference and
This is
Sharks
even less.
Sharks
This is even less
Spitfires.
interesting than Monday Night Football.
Are you sure? Okay. Well, let's move on then. All right. So we are going to flick back to what we recorded in week 1 to one of those ones. So we actually ran through a similar format as last time. We put together season previews plus the training camp ratings. So we've got that similar format. Weeks are in the pink, averages yellowy, orangey, and then we've got the greens, which are the strongs and extremely strongs. These were our predictions. So for us, what we're going to do now is we're going to use the power of hindsight. We're gonna play stick and twist. So what we're going to do is have a little look through each of the conferences and have a little look to see what we picked out, those relative strengths that we're in there, and we're going to take one of our teams from each conference. We can choose to change if we want to. So as we go, we'll change one of them. So we've got one for the CFC, one for the MFC. Okay.
Right.
So
Got it.
let's start with CFC East then. So we've got
Dick.
bang average, bang average, bang average. Let's bring the standings up. What do we know now? Oh yes, it's nailed in already, isn't it?
Dick.
Yeah. I don't even. Did we even pick? We didn't even think there'd be a wild card from there. But yeah, I mean, look at this. I mean, 4 and 6, the Magpies at, but they are above average as opposed to everyone else being bang average. So yeah, yeah,
Corpse
they're doing.
9 and 1 shot to pieces.
Oh yeah, what are they on? 1 and 2, bottom of it. Yeah, that's not happening, is it? So that's looking good. Better than my browser is at the moment.
And they come to Sparta this week.
Oh, do they? What the Scorpions?
Scorps, yeah.
Not good, not good. Right, so this will load up again. Right, so CFC North. We had Heroes,
Ooh.
Generals. We also had wild cards out of this division for Jez and Matt. Heroes. This was a weird one again. You know, you've got them at this was the whole division was 5 and 5, and then the Barbarians slightly better at 6 and 4. But the
Mm.
Heroes only one reporting a training camp as strong, everything else looking average. So, based on what we know now, yeah, they're looking good. Look at that, 3-0 the Heroes. Generals 2-1, Barbarians 1 and
I mean,
2.
just look. I mean, just look at the stars on the heroes. They ain't got any stars, have they?
No,
On that offense, it said he got 5 stars on it,
How
and
on
we know
earth?
how brilliant
Yeah, but okay.
that offense
So
is.
this is how much we should pay attention to this preseason assessment, because Tigers have got a 10-star offense and they're putting up no points, and Heroes have got Minty and Do, and
the deer.
they've got a 2-star pass offense.
Yeah,
Whatever algorithm or whatever program that runs these star ratings is fucked.
definitely smoking something.
Mm.
Yeah, but no, that's looking good for Heroes. Oh, I could do maybe, or I might. Let's have a look. Um, right, CFC South. So again, average. Average is the best that we get out of training camps. But like we were saying, Tigers, 10 stars on the offense, but who knows where that comes from. Let's have a little look. So they at the moment 2-1. Kings, Stingrays 1 and 2, and the Warriors 0 and 3.
Toit that division.
So, any stickers or twisters?
I'm gonna twist.
Oh, we're
Sorry, Clay.
twisting. We're twisting.
You're ditching
I'm with
Clay, are
Ty.
you?
I'm ditching Clay. I don't know why I picked him. I should have known better.
We're going
I
with
should have
the.
known better. I'll go with the Tigers.
I'll
Switching.
stick with you, Clay. I'm sticking with Clay.
All right, here we go. So we're gonna do our
What colour do I get this
twisters.
time?
Oh, I don't know. Let's go a little. Oh, that's nice.
Oh
Little
yeah,
teal. Right. Okay. So there's
turncoat teal. That is.
turncoat teal. There we go. So Matt's checked his in. He's
Yeah.
dumped Clay. It's almost. I mean, we didn't plan this, but it's almost like you picked the Kings so you can just tell Clay, you've let me down. Right.
Yeah,
So CFC West. I mean,
He's
this is
giving
where. Sorry,
Clay.
go
He's
on.
giving you the big fuck you. Don't forget that, right?
Oh dear.
When we get
Right.
the Australian version on, right? Yeah. Clay's not going to forget that.
Yeah. I was actually looking at that while we were looking at Anaconda's Kings one. I was thinking, oh, that would have been great to do that this week because, both of them playing each other. But hey, I'll get there. I'll get there. So yeah, let's move on to the quality of the CFC. I mean, all the green has dripped down to the CFC West side. We've got Stampede extremely strong and Avalanche extremely strong. Even the Anacondas with Hamo and Lurch in their division still strong, and they're 3-0. So we've got Jez and Matt back in the Stampede. I've backed the Lurch, the Launch, and I think we've got the wild cards in here as well. Matt can't move.
I can't.
I'm feeling pretty good about that. I'm feeling pretty good about. Look at that. I've actually picked all three. Two wild cards plus the large. So I'm feeling good about that. Feeling good about that. I think on that basis, I might actually go back and change. I'm going to take my CFC twist and I'm going to shift from generals to heroes on this one. That's it. I'm locking that one in. There we go. Right, Jez, are you just feeling just solid on everything here?
I've got a twist that I can
You got
use,
a
right?
twist? Yeah, you got a twist you can
Got
use.
what?
What are you feeling? What are you feeling?
Got a twist, right? I'm gonna. Whoa, God, they've got a tough schedule. Hang on, they've got a tough schedule. Let me have a quick look. Let me have a quick look. This is.
What are you thinking? What are you thinking?
I'm thinking Condas for the wild card.
Condas for the wild card.
They've got to play. They've still got to play Stampede once, Avalanche twice. Fuck it. Take my wild card over to Condas.
So you're going Stampede.
I'm ditching the I'm ditching the generals.
Are you ditching the generals?
I'm
Right.
going 3. Yeah, I'm having 3
Right.
from that division.
Right. Okay. So you're going down the same route as me. Right. Gotcha. So let's take that one. We're gonna. Right. There's the lock it in.
And go teal.
There we go. Right, there we go. It's looking solid.
Sorry,
Nice and easy,
Steve.
West. Right, so let's take Shifty
I like this. I like the twist. I like the twist option. This is good.
Yeah, yeah.
We've never
That's
had the
it.
option of changing your mind when you've been really shit at predicting stuff before. This is good.
I know. What's going to be really funny is if we look back and the ones we switched away from actually went and did it.
Oh
So,
yeah.
we've got the option that we might actually be making it even worse
Oh,
than it is.
so we should make a note of the ones that we've ditched.
Yeah, I'll look up the history on those and put them in, change them to a red or something. But yeah, that's fine. Because like you're saying, like you're looking at that schedule and some of those schedules, we know like top first 5 games you can play and you've got something pretty soft, and then you go into that second half and actually that's the bit that tears you the new arsehole, right? So here we go, MFC East. This again, MFC East last season, this was pure pink. Everything was weak across the board, I think, and they've, the Sonics are starting to look like they are, based on this, looking like a reasonably strong team because now they're slightly above average.
They're growing into it. As long as Bill doesn't sell everyone, they're growing into it.
Yeah, didn't see anything else about that blog post, so yeah, maybe he's calmed down or
Well, he can't sell them
whatever.
mid-season anyway, so there's no trade window.
Yeah,
But
I think he might have got. I think he might have got confused because he did a rebuild in a football game I play as well. He's in the same division. It seemed. I reckon he hit the wrong button on the wrong website.
no, he didn't. I spoke to him.
Did he? Oh right, okay.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
he was like he just pushed the fuck it button. He was like, nah, let's just hang something out there for piss and giggles.
Right, okay. It's funny. I can't imagine why you were the first one to get in contact with him just about some early trading. Who did you have your eye on? Was there someone you were
No,
going in
you
for?
know what? Right, we started. I asked him about a couple of players. He's genuine, right? I asked him about a couple of. I know this is no shock to you. And then he told me the levels, and I was like, and then he said, "I'm still training. I'm still coaching them." I'm like, "Well, fuck me. If I've just realised why no one agreed to trade in week 2, because if you can put a value on someone that you've still got 8 weeks worth of coaching to go on, that you're going to lock in we're going to lock in an agreement at this point in the season, then you're a better person than I am." And he's like, yeah, all right. And we had a good old giggle about it.
So he's turned off the fuck it button now, has he? And then
No, I think he just wanted to shake it up a bit.
nice. I did like the way that he posted it and then deleted it. So it's like, it's like, oh, what's going on here? Good. Nice little bit of drama. Well played.
Yeah, all good, all good.
So, so we all picked the Blues for some reason. After looking at this and just went, yeah, Sonic's looking good. Oh yeah, and then we just went Blues. Maybe that's just track record. They've won 6 on the bounce.
Don't know.
Let's have a little
Sonics was
look.
one I was looking at and going, maybe a wild card, but then I had other things I picked. But it
Yeah,
could
so
easily, with some good coaching, could easily make the playoffs with that division.
yeah. Have they played each other yet?
That Sonic's
yeah,
game,
so-
yeah. Sonic,
yeah.
Sonic's lost at Blues, but they gave up 4 turnovers, and they were really unlucky that game. Actually,
Yeah.
Sonics could still take that division.
Actually,
I-
just look at that. Look at that.
Blues have got a tougher schedule.
Yeah.
Comets, the Cyclones, it will be. No Bears, it could be. Cyclones again, Night Hawks. Yeah.
Sonic's
Could
got a really favourable schedule, especially
potentially.
if they turn that result around at home against Blues,
Mhm.
which they could easily do if they don't give up a load of turnovers.
Yeah, no, I think that's a potential 8-2, or even a 9-1, based
What's
on what I'm
Blues'
looking
schedule?
at there. As a division winners last time around, it's going to be not as nice as that, I wouldn't have thought.
Ooh.
So they got yourself, they got Spartans. That's still not too bad. Stingrays are
Pretty.
rebuilding.
Ooh.
Cyclones, again, they've just got them the once, so it's about the Comets. Comets could be a slightly bigger challenge.
They got schooled at the Outlaws, but they've got a lot of lower teams or rebuilding teams in there. So
Yeah. I think it could come down to points difference. And looking at where they are at the moment, well, we got a 16 difference and a -4. That could be turned around maybe in that Blues Sonics game. So yeah, I don't know. It's gonna be really tight, I think. Right. Anybody banking at the moment, or are we going to go on to the next one? I said banking.
all right, let's go on. Let's go on.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're
We'll
onto the
we'll
north.
park that one for now.
Yeah, onto the north. So we got the Redcoats predicted as a 10-0, with Haydock's Outlaws dipping to a 6-4. Both slightly above average reporting training camps. And then we've got the perennial losers at the bottom there, the Meerkats and the Spitfires. So,
Well, the 10-0's gone after the Sonics beat the Redcoats.
yeah. So 3-0 and a 2-1. When do they meet each other? Are they? So week 6 and then week 9 are the games between the Outlaws and the Redcoats. Those could be interesting, but I don't know. Just got a feeling that Outlaws haven't dropped enough.
Just, I don't know. He didn't do much trading, did he? That was it. He was very quiet.
Mm.
He was very quiet this off season. So that was sort of why I thought the Redcoats would improve and the Outlaws might get a little bit weaker. Only a tiny bit. I didn't think there'd be much in it, to be honest, but probably does look like the Outlaws have still got them in that division. But I'm sticking with the Redcoats because I think I've got another team I need to change it even more.
It'll be close though. I mean, Redcoats are this week. They're away at the Anacondas, so that's going to be a tough game. And they've got Outlaws twice. The division's going to forward on those two games between them and the Outlaws, isn't it?
Absolutely, yeah. Yeah.
To be honest,
Um,
based
yeah,
on
go on.
last week's result, you can't see him beating the Anacondas, to be honest.
Yeah, I can't see the Outlaws beating the Avalanche, especially as they got to go to them. So
I'm hoping.
I'm sure you are. I'm sure you are. So that's, let's say 3-1. It's going to absolutely smash the Spitfires. So again, yeah, if that's them 3-1, Redcoats might get a result against the Anacondas. So I think the Redcoats have got a good defense. That's the thing. So I think that could be the difference here.
They're a decent. They're a decent side for sure. Redcoats. They were a good side last year, and they should be better this year because they're quite a young roster.
Yeah. So both these teams could equally be 3-1 at the end of this week, and then that schedule really is just like those two games. Do we get a shock result? Road
A
game
good
or
helmet
not?
as well. I like the helmet. It's a
It's a
nice
beaut.
old sniper. Yeah,
Yeah,
with a red coat. That's good.
yeah, an old red coat. Yeah, not a Chelsea pensioner, that's for sure.
No,
Right, anyone sticking or
or a yellow
twisting?
coat. It's not nothing
I'm
hidey
sticking.
high.
Sticking. Yeah,
I'm sticking on that one.
I think so. Because I think even if I wanted to twist here, I'd then have to twist one of them. Oh, I wouldn't be able to change the other. So, sorry, let's leave that.
Oh, you've locked yourself up.
Exactly. Right, so this could be an interesting one. MFC South. Rapiers were 10-0, extremely strong. Spartans extremely strong. And then we've got the very weak and weak half. So North and South looking very similar at the bottom. Now, Rapiers, this is an interesting one because obviously we have Rich Jackson, the super caretaker, gets flown in, special emergencies in the
Parachuted
Atlantic.
in.
Now, week one for the Rapiers, that was a statement win, wasn't it? I mean,
Yes.
all right, it's the Aztecs, but 53. I mean, and then
Smashed him.
I don't know whether he's looked at it and gone, I'm not allowed to win. No, caretakers aren't allowed to win. Can't do playoffs. Because it looks like it's been dialed down pretty well by the looks of it.
You know what? I'm not so sure. We played the Bears last week. Last week, and they gave us some problems. And I was trying. So yeah, I can believe that. I mean, they were at home to the Bears, so maybe they would have hoped to have win by more than that, but they still won.
Was this easy?
Mariners are a young side, and they're improving, and it was away, so Mariners had home field advantage.
It's an easy way to look. Look at his players. Look at his players he played in week one, and then look what he played last week. On the see how many of them are the same.
Don't forget, the Rapiers fell off a cliff last year, didn't they? So it's
I
hard.
think
It's hard to come back. Bear in mind they did no trading at all in the off season. It's really hard to then make massive strides forward after a season of, and they're an aging roster as well. So the turnover at the end of the year wouldn't have helped their roster. Levels would have fallen off left, right, and centre. I think that's about right, to be honest.
Yeah. Lee sounded shocked when he got the result this week. He said,
But Asimov just ran all over him. 248 yards.
yeah. So 59 rushes in total in the game.
Ridiculous. 320 rushing yards on them. They just ran the ball all day.
Yeah.
I sorted out my game plan for them.
So they got Sun Devils this week at Sun Devils. I'm not feeling as confident about the Rapiers, I must admit, as
No,
I did at the beginning.
hold on a minute. This is hold on a minute. If I twist here and pick the Spartans, do I get the Spartans as a champion and a wild card? How does that work?
Yeah, you can do. You're obviously, yeah. I suppose you're doubling your chance of at least getting 1 point out of this division.
That is hedging your bets there, Matt.
Oh
Bloody
no, I
hell.
just wondered how. Yeah, I suppose. Yeah.
You're placing that each way bet on this one, are you?
Serves you right for betting
Aye.
against me in the first place.
Right.
It-
Put me down as Spartans with a.
You're twisting.
I'm going to put me down as Spartans champion.
All right, there we go.
Right, so you're going for Spartans to win the division and the Rapiers to win the division.
Oh dear.
I don't know if you know how betting works, Matt.
No, I don't. But there's no way for me to change. I couldn't change the wild card, can I? The rule.
So he's
Guys,
going for the
I just
Spartans to win the division and the Spartans to win the wild card.
I'm guaranteed a
Oh
point,
yeah,
surely.
yeah, not what I said.
Yeah. So yeah, don't let him down, Jez.
Yeah, no pressure.
No pressure. Right.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll do
So
my best for you, Matt.
yeah, he wants both points. Right. So here we go. We are here now on MSC West. Razorbacks reporting in as very strong, looking good. They looked good last season. Bears and Mariners both slightly above average and extremely weak Nighthawks. So we all went Razors on this one, and
I think that's a safe bet.
they are looking locked.
You were right to go Razors.
They are
To be
looking
honest,
locked in.
I think they'd be my banker if I was picking anybody or anything.
I hear Dan's called that a lot, but you know, oh, you said, oh, bank up, right? Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Definitely a banker.
definitely the banker in the MFC. So Bears and Mariners 1 and 2, 1 and 2. Looking at the way the other things are going, I think I picked the Mariners, didn't I, as a wild card? I think I might.
Oh yeah, you went Mariners wild card.
Yeah, so I think this is gonna be my twist. I'm gonna twist on this. My wild card, I'm gonna be switching to the Sonics.
Nice.
And we're gonna zip this down the other end. Right. So Jez, you've left it again to the last minute. You're looking at any of those and going, do you know what? This is me. Or are you gonna stick? You're just feeling solid on those initials.
You know what? I'm going to stick.
You're sticking.
Ooh.
I'm going to stick.
There's some confidence.
Yeah.
Right, so there we
I
go.
was gonna. I do like the Sonics, and I do think they've got a chance. But I'm gonna go with what I've laid out in that division.
You still reckon
That
the Rapiers
conference.
are gonna? You still reckon the Rapiers are gonna do the business and pick up that?
Yeah, they've got a like apart from the Outlaws, they've got quite a light schedule. Oh, and us. They've only got 2 games of any. Oh, I need to check that now. Hang on.
No, it's
Oh,
too
I've
late.
got
It's too
at
late.
Sun Devils, Snow Bears, Aztecs, Cyclones, No Bears again. 4 wins there. Now they've got a few games that they can play. I'm going to stick.
He's sticking. Right. So there we go. There's the picture. A lot of the green, strong squads all compacted in certain divisions. A lot of average. I don't know what that says about the league at the moment. Another couple of
It's like the
rebuilds ticked
CFC
off.
West against the MFC South and the Razorbacks.
Yeah.
Although Outlaws and the Blues and the Redcoats and the Sonics might have something to say about that.
Yeah. I think that's where those schedules are going to start to play a little bit of a role in it on some of those seedings. Right. Okay. So there we go. That's a little bit of review of where we got to on that one. So just to finish off, we're not going to go through any week 4 games. We're just going to kind of touch on, it's obviously inter-conference week.
The big game.
Obviously the big game. We've got Nighthawks at the Stallions for Monday Night Football. Atlantic Redaction, only place to come and see Monday Night Football, right? So, I'm not allowed to talk about first win incentive anymore, am I? It's too boring, right? But these are two
Banned.
teams. These are two teams that are going to get on that table this week. One of them will, unless it's a tie. Do you reckon it'll be a tie? Might be a tie. I don't know.
0-0. Depends
Tie.
if
I think
one of them can kick a 50-yard field goal.
It's going to be
I'm
a
sure
tie.
the Nighthawks will find a way to lose. I don't know how.
Right. So let's just put a prediction on these. Let's have a little look. What's Ricky saying?
I don't know. We're going punts anyway. This has been more. We need a punt one. I think
No,
Monday night football should use punts every
punt.
time now.
Oh, no, that's our race to the bottom. This is, well, I guess it probably is like our race to the bottom plus Monday Night Football, this one. It's like a combination. So we can do a bit of both. So,
Him saying,
look at that.
well, I have to say, the crowds may be thin for this game.
Oh dear, they're not gonna fill the stadium. Oh dearie me. I mean, the spread's only 1 point as well. So, I mean, it could be 3-2, I guess. Who knows?
Nighthawk's got a couple of chunky injuries there. Got a D and an F.
Oh, look here, we got fighting talk from the McDougal. Might be time to put in a game plan. Well, a few things on offense anyway. Whoa, there's someone thinking
FWI.
this might be the opportunity.
That sounds like somebody that's going to put all these players playing out of position, man.
Well, he hasn't done anything like that with ones where you think, oh, maybe he might.
Yeah.
It
Maybe
might
this
be
is the
close.
one.
I reckon he could be looking for a win here then, by the sounds of it. So, what do we reckon score-wise then? Where are we going to go? I'll take a punt on this one first. Not pick the punts. I'm going to pick a score out for this one. Just trying to think. Maybe he's going to unleash a passing game. Maybe he's going to try and unleash something, and maybe that's going to work for him.
Is it a double bluff?
Maybe. I think I'm going to go something like 21-7 based on that information in that preview.
I'm going 9-3 Stallions.
We're not doing punts yet. So 3 field goals here.
Yeah.
9-3. Fucking hell. What a Monday night football game that'll be.
That's what it's all about, this game, isn't it?
Right. I'm going, unlucky for some, 13 all.
13 all.
Mm.
Hey,
Has there
now,
ever been a 13 all tie?
well, not wanting
Maybe.
to go back to first winning, not wanting to go back to first winning incentive, but if it comes a tie, does that mean they're both eliminated from first win?
I believe so, yeah. I believe so.
Interesting.
Be Greg's magic score.
Oh, that'd be amazing. That'd be amazing. That's the score I want to see. You know, just like completely eliminate 2 from the race straight off. But yeah. Yeah, I think it does that anyway. I'm 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure I saw something like that last season or season before when a tie came in. Right, okay, so there's Monday Night Football. It's going to be an absolute thriller.
Get your popcorn ready for that one.
Yeah. So the only other thing that we were going to do was just call a number on how we felt this inter-conference week was going to go. Matt reckons it's going to be an 8-all. I've had a little look and I reckon we got about a 10-6. So I'm betting against the MFC on that one.
Oh, now I need to look at fixtures now. Bloody hell.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Yes. 1, 5.
Hang on. 2, 3, 2, 4.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
I get a sense of how
Oh.
people feel when they're waiting for me to make a draft pick.
Oh no, I've got my
No, it's not,
conferences the wrong way around as well.
11 minutes later.
Right. I'm going. I'm going 7-9. Has one of you gone 7-9 already?
No,
No.
that's significantly different-ish.
7-9.
So what, 7 to the CFC?
Yeah.
Okay. Jez on a 7. All right, there we go. So we got
I
one
don't think
back
it
in
needs
there.
2 boxes, does it?
Who knows? Just helps me add up to 16. So
Nice.
there we go.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah.
I
So
like
we've got an even split. We've got one CFC. We've got one MFC. There we go. Let's see. So we definitely have a winner there in some way, shape, or form. But yeah. Right. So I think that's all we've got time for today. Unless any of you two have got anything you really wanted to talk about that came up during the week, sound bites, anything you wanted to talk about?
No.
It's been one of those weeks. It's been one of those weeks, yeah. Right. Well, hopefully everyone enjoys that.
Just
Listening to us.
that we support all other podcasts in all other leagues and show solidarity to our internet brothers.
Absolutely. Once you do this stuff, you kind of realize the amount of time and effort it takes to get these things put together. So each and every one that comes out is another moment of joy for
Any
Grideye.
content is good content,
Indeed.
even if it's taking the piss.
Subject to opinion. But yeah, I did watch the Big Sky one the other day, and it was nice watching the conversation they had about that. So I enjoyed that. It was good.
It's all good. It's all good. It's a game at the end of the day, isn't it? And we're all just nerdy blokes and girls playing an online game. So it's all good.
It's all good. It's all good. All right. On that note, we'll leave it there. Thanks, gents. Appreciate it, as always. Good luck this week.
Cheers.
See you later.